Listen, can you keep the meter running? I'll be about 5 minutes.
Can do.
Here you go.
Hey, thanks, man.
Katie, thanks for pinch hitting today. Must be the flu. The girls are dropping like flies. No kidding, though. You really bailed me out.
If you had any class, you'd take me to lunch.
It's tough to get too classy when you got a wife and 3 kids. How about Dutch at the deli?
You're on.
Are you sure that guy you've been seeing won't get bent out of shape if he finds out?
You better.
Freeze. Turn around. Turn around. Move. You, stay put. Anybody else moves, they're dead. You, fill that up, just the bills. The rest of you tellers, move away from those windows. Come on, lady, move faster. You open the door, duck squat. You heard me, duck squat. That's fine there, lady. Move to the next drawer. Come on, move.
Wow. Hey, man, this stuff is unreal, you know?
Hey, Tonto, you gonna buy something or just stand around with your mouth flapping all day?
Oh, come on, man. Don't pull no numbers on me. I'm just waiting for my gig, you dig?
Well, wait in your hack, all right? This ain't the public library.
Okay, man, okay. Don't get hassled.
Hey, let's go, buddy.
Right away, sir.
And the woman, the one that was hit?
Kate Evans. She was right over here. Over there behind that desk. She started to get up, and she started to move toward him, and...
Who moved towards him?
Miss Evans, Kate Evans. I guess the guy thought she was going to scream or something. He hit her so hard.
So, Davis, let me ask you, is it normal for a branch bank like this to be carrying 100,000 on hand?
No, that's just the point. Never. Except on Thursday. More of a courtesy than anything else, just to cash the payroll checks for our customers.
Who knows about that?
Well, anybody who banks here, I suppose.
Or works here.
Well, I don't quite understand that kind of a comment, Inspector. Are you suggesting that one of our employees is involved in this?
Mike?
Check it out. Excuse me. Mr. Davis, you said the man had a green top coat and he put the money in a brown leather case. You didn't see his face, you didn't see his hands. Tell me, what did you notice? Did you notice the way he spoke? Did he have an accent?
Accent? No.
Use any funny phrases?
Oh, well, I don't really think it was important.
Go on, it might be.
Well, he said something that I hadn't heard since basic training.
What was that?
Duck squat. There was a customer over here trying to slip out, and he told him to duck squat.
Duck squat, eh? Okay. Now, you say he came in through that side door, and how did he go out?
The same, the side.
All right, Mr. Davis, thank you very much. We'll keep in touch. Climb on the horn to headquarters, have him go through the bank robbery files. And ask him if the phrase duck squat has been used in any job in the last couple of years.
Yes, operator, I understand. Yes, I have some change coming. How much is it? 15 cents? Well, that's not necessary, but it's very sweet of you. Yes, my name is Catherine Evans, and you can mail it to 3217 Union Street. Yes. Thank you very much.
Miss Evans? I'm sorry. My name is Stephen Keller. I'm an inspector with the police department. If you're feeling up to it, I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
I was listening to the radio, and they said that the security guard had been killed. Is that so?
Yes. Do you recognize the gunman?
No.
You're sure?
Yes. Why?
Well, why did you move towards him during the robbery?
Did I?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I suppose I did. No, I don't have any explanation for that, except the doctors say I probably sustained some kind of shock.
But you moved towards him before you were hit, ma'am.
I'm sorry. This really is not my finest hour. Maybe we can continue these questions later.
Just have a couple more questions.
You don't give up easily, do you?
Man's dead. I don't really see how I can.
So you think the market has really bottomed out, Aideen?
Daddy.
Well, I'm sorry, dear. I'm just trying to pump your young man to see if I can get a few tips to pass on to those who seem to be systematically destroying my portfolio.
Lindsay tells me you've turned a profit yourself these last few days.
Well...
Daddy, you're about as subtle as a sledgehammer. What he's really asking you is if you can support me in the style I'm accustomed to. And the answer is yes. Now that that's finally off your chest, can I get my partner out in the court, please?
Well, I thought we might have one drink together.
Sorry about that. He still needs some work on his backhand before he's perfect.
Johnny?
Hey, Mike, how you hitting him?
Oh, not bad. Not good, but not bad. You know how it is. Listen, did you see anything out here during that trouble at the bank?
Sorry, Mike. I didn't even know anything was going on till the first black and white blew in.
You didn't see anything at all during that time? A guy with a top coat and a briefcase?
Oh, come on, Mike. Look around. How many top coats and briefcases go by here in a day?
Look, I'm not talking about all day. I'm talking about 10 minutes, 15 minutes the most. Now, he hit that bank at 1 o'clock. He was out in 5 minutes. That put him on the street around 5 minutes before 1 and 5 minutes after. He had on a green coat, and he was carrying a brown leather case. So don't you give me any of that everybody looks alike out here jazz.
You really want him bad, don't you? That mean he cashed somebody?
Security guard.
Old Charlie Bates? Oh, no. Why, I've been selling him for... Oh, why, a nice old guy like that.
Come on, Johnny, think. 1 o'clock.
I don't know, Mike. Yeah, well, wait a minute, maybe.
What?
There was a guy. Came out of the hotel just before the black and white rolled in. And he had a briefcase, but I couldn't swear about Brown.
He came out of the hotel?
Yeah.
Sure, that figures. He could have ducked in the back and come out here. Was he alone or was somebody waiting for him? How did you happen to pick him out?
The cabbie. He kept bugging me. A real weirdo. You know, long hair, a real loose end.
Cabbie, huh?
Yeah.
The cab was waiting for him with the motor running. Pretty smart. Could have pulled right into traffic as though nothing had happened, right?
Right.
Name of the cab company?
Let's see, the Golden Gate, I think.
Golden Gate.
You know, they got a lot of those ding-dongs driving for them.
They have. Anything else?
No, but Mike, that's not to say he was your man.
Maybe not. But it's a start, Johnny. It's a doggone good start.
No, wait,
Come on,
Mike.
take
No,
Thanks
please.
a lot.
Just nail the crumb for old Charlie.
Hi, love. What you doing? Hey, what happened to you?
Didn't you get my message?
What message?
I called your office from the hospital.
Hospital? Darling, what happened?
The bank was robbed.
You're kidding. But wait a minute, you weren't there, were you? You're supposed to be off today.
Well, one of the girls was sick. Tom Davis called me to fill in.
Darling, I can't believe it. Oh, are you all right? I mean, how did you get hurt?
The man hit me.
Oh, no.
I'm all right. He killed a guard, though.
Oh, my God. Oh, you poor darling. You've been through all that? Well, are you sure you're all right? Listen, I'm going to get a hold of Frank Kamer, have him take a look at you and run some tests.
Dean, I just came from the hospital.
Well, who saw you there? Some intern just out of med school? Listen, darling, you deserve the best, and Frank Kamer's the best. You still look a little shaky to me.
I don't need another doctor. I don't need another doctor. I just need you to hold me. Just hold me. Just please hold me.
All right, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
Hold me.
What is this, a power shortage?
No, film festival.
Film festival.
Yeah.
you got that developed pretty fast, buddy boy.
Yeah. Lab needed the overtime. There, right there.
What?
She knew him, I'm sure of it.
Or thought you did. There's a big difference, buddy boy.
Hey, you guys want to give us a little light around here?
Yeah, Bill, sorry. Even when I talked to her, I knew she was holding something back.
Well, run a make on her.
Got R&I on it.
Good. What about the taxi?
No word yet.
Well, jump on him again. Tell him we want it now, not next week.
Mike?
Yeah.
Duck squat. That phrase match you asked for?
Uh-huh.
Turned up a guy with 2 priors, both armed robbery and both branch banks.
He used the same expression?
He did the last time out.
Come on.
Bill, push those guys for that tax information. Check this number out, will you?
Okay.
Thank you.
Poor pretty boy. Still don't feel well, do you?
Morning.
Morning.
How you feel?
Like a new woman.
Nothing wrong with the old one, if you ask me. Hey, you're up early this morning. Where are you off to?
Oh, just thought I'd go out and get a breath of fresh air. Nothing special.
Give me a chance to get dressed. I'll go with you.
You have to play golf with some clients.
So I can cancel.
Don't be silly.
You sure?
Positive. To be continued.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Have a good morning.
You too, hon.
I just scored 100 foul. I don't think I'd return here for anything.
Anybody ever tell you you'd make a lousy crook?
You think being a cop was my first choice?
Check the back.
Yeah?
Taylor? Binks, Taylor?
Who wants to know?
Police.
Okay, man. Right on the wall. Let's go.
What are you doing? I'm gonna get you in trouble. You got no business hassling me like
Yeah,
this.
what do you know about the Bay National Bank?
The what?
The bank, man, the bank.
Man, I don't know nothing about no bank.
All right, Taylor, duck squat.
What?
You heard me, man, duck squat. Put your hands behind your neck.
Lose something, Taylor?
Say, you know I gotta fly to Denver tonight to see a client.
You know, sometimes I get the feeling you've got another girl hidden away.
You really should see someone about your fantasies, my dear.
Anybody in particular?
You couldn't afford the price.
We'd work it out.
I'll call you tonight, love.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kate, please.
Get away from me.
No, listen to me, please.
You hurt
No,
me.
darling, I can explain.
Let go of me.
No, please listen to me. Darling, she's a client, nothing more. It's an account I need. I swear to God, nothing more.
What did you need me for? The bank?
Don't do it, Katie. Please, not till we can talk. You don't know what happened or why it happened. Darling, I did it for us. Everything was for us. I love you, Katie. Please, I love you.
Would you turn around, please? Turn around. Now, you mind telling me what that was all about?
It was my fault, officer. He was just trying to keep me from doing something foolish.
I don't deserve you, darling. I really don't. I destroyed everything we had together. How can I expect you to understand why I had to do it?
I understood. You told me and I understood.
You say you do because you're beautiful. Really beautiful. You know, I was scared back there. Terrified. I can't allow that fear to involve you in what I did. I should have told that cop right then, but I couldn't. I think I can now. I just had to tell you first.
No. You took that money to cover what you stole from the firm. Now that you've put it back, nobody knows. And nobody knows about the bank but me.
I have to do it, darling. I can't live with myself anymore. I have to get it over with.
Dean, listen to me. That security guard died. I know you didn't mean for him to, but he did. That means a life sentence, even with parole. Dean, I'm not young anymore. By the time you're free, I love you. Don't ask me how or why, I just do. I love you and I need you now.
Okay, okay. Well, what about the stash? Well, you bet I saw him throw it, and I saw him belt my partner to get a chance to do it. Well, you just give us the dates, and we'll both be there. Scratch Taylor, he's got an alibi. He was in court all day yesterday trying to beat an assault rap.
Well, I guess we knew that when we nailed him.
Listen, you got something smaller for $1?
Did you look in the kitty?
Yeah, but there's not enough.
Put in an IOU.
Oh, come on now, a dime. You gotta have a dime.
Man, how come I always gotta have a dime when you never do?
What do you mean, never do?
If I kept track of how much money I put in for your coffee habit, I'd have a week's pay by now.
Okay, buddy boy. What's chewing on you?
I don't know, I guess it's that bank guard just about to retire. Boom. Also, all these dead ends. I just got this from R&I.
So that's it, huh? Pride.
Now, wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. Now, before you get the old needle in too far, remember, you're the man that told me to listen to my gut as well as my head, and my gut tells me that woman's covering up.
Well, there's nothing she had to cover on a record like this. Not even a parking ticket. No debt, save 1 credit. Same address for the past 17 years, same phone number, same job. There's no passport. That means she didn't do any traveling.
Right?
Lifestyle hasn't changed any. There's nothing here that sounds like all of a sudden she'd jump into the middle of a bank.
You're right. I got nothing. All I got is what I feel and what I saw in that film. A picture of a woman walking towards a man with a gun. I know she's as straight as could be, but you want to tell me she's going to talk that dude into backing out the same way he came in or something? I mean, what was she doing?
You tell me.
I don't know, Mike. I don't know, but I want to find out. I want to put a team on her and have her staked out.
Hold it. Hold it right there. Now, wait a minute. Maybe I did tell you sometime or other to play your hunches. But you do know, don't you, that somebody has to pay for them? Huh? Now, what do you think we'd look like asking for a stakeout on information like this?
Oh, Mike?
Yeah.
I found your cabbie.
Oh, good.
Here's that number, Steve.
Thanks, Bill.
What number?
Just a hunch. I'm not leaving myself open yet.
Miss Evans, is it?
Yes.
And you're a friend of Dean's?
Yes, quite a good friend.
Sorry, I don't remember his mentioning you.
No, I'm sure he never did.
Is there something I can do for you?
Did he give you that?
What?
The ring.
Yes. I'm sorry, I guess I...
gave him the bracelet?
Yes.
The gold bracelet. He's been wearing it for the last 3 months. Is that when you became engaged?
Yes. Forgive me, Miss Evans, but I don't...
Miss Campbell, you asked me a question that I didn't answer. Yes, there's something you can do for me. And for yourself. You can give him up.
What did you say?
You can give him up. He's not for you, and you're not for him. He's a cripple. He's a strange, confused boy, really, and he's trying so hard to...
Who are you?
Have you ever wondered about the times when he couldn't be with you, when he had to be somewhere else? I'm it. The business meetings, the trips out of town, the late-night work, the golf games with clients.
You and Dean? I'm sorry, I just don't believe it.
I know. I didn't believe it either, Miss Campbell, until I found out that you were all those things. So whether you care to admit it or not, Miss Campbell, we have a great deal in common. The only difference is you can never forgive Dean, and I can. I lost my pride a long time ago. I'll be 41 years old before this year is over. And before my life is over,
I won't. Get out.
Yeah, real smooth dude, yeah. I figured he was doing all right in one of those places, too, you know. He laid a 5 on me when I took him back.
Is it one of those places, meaning where you picked him up and dropped him off?
Yeah, you know, stocks and bonds, stuff like that. You know, a cat could make a real nice little stash if you like that kind of hassle.
Yeah, what's the address?
Oh, no address, just a corner. Same one I picked him up at.
What corner was that?
Montgomery and Bush.
Well, it's terrific, huh? Just great. Right in the middle of money market. You know, it would take, at least 5 years, 10 years to canvass all these offices here.
Give me $1, will you?
What do you want with the $1?
Gotta make a phone call. You took my last dime.
Okay, what's the deal?
Same prefix. This could be the best time you ever spend your life, Lieutenant.
Well, it's a dime to you, but it's a buck to me, and I still don't have any idea what it's going to buy.
All right, when I went to the hospital to see Kate Evans, she was on a payphone. She must have put a quarter in on a dime call because the operator was going to give her her money back. You know how they do? Anyway, I didn't think much of it then, but later on it hit me.
What hit you?
Who was she called? So I know they keep records of things like that. I had Tanner check it out, and he gave me this. Could you repeat that, please? Thank you very much. Fox, Crane, and Gorman.
The way you describe him, it just has to be Mr. Knox. You know, he's as well known around here for his wardrobe as his knowledge of Wall Street.
Well, we certainly appreciate what you're doing for us.
Not at all. That's his office straight ahead.
I told you. She said.
Do you happen to know who she is?
His fiancée, I think. Or maybe it was.
Steve, you got it. Well, thank you very much. I'll announce myself.
Yes, Catherine Evans is one of my clients. Small investments, of course. I mean, nothing more than 10 shares at a time. But I don't follow, Lieutenant. Are you trying to tell me you suspect Miss Evans of being involved in this robbery?
Well, you do know she works at that bank.
Yes. I mean, no, I mean, I didn't know that she worked in that bank. I knew she worked at a bank somewhere. But, I mean, like I said, she's not a very large investor.
Well, I just thought being her broker and all, you might know if she had any money troubles.
Well, I wish I could help you, sir, but as far as I'm aware, Miss Evans has no financial problems at all. None.
That's good enough for me. Say, I appreciate your time.
Not at all.
Say, I suppose in your business a lot of clowns come to you and ask you for, but if you did have a few beans laying around and you'd like to see them grow a little.
Right, I'll tell you what, we're getting a lot of action recently from National Wheel and Brake.
National Wheel and Brake?
Right, it's gone up 7 points this week already.
7 points.
And I suspect it's going to hit another 15 to 20 before it starts to peak.
National Wheel and Brake.
Right.
Thank you very much. Reverse it. Move in on his wrist. Hold it right there. I knew it. I knew I'd seen it before. Turn it off.
Bet Kate Evans recognized it too?
I'll bet she gave it to him.
I don't know. That looked pretty expensive. That looked more like that Campbell girl style, you know?
He finally found a way to join it.
Yeah. We want to bring him in?
No, not yet. The DA would laugh us right out of the office. You know the mask that he had on there is nothing compared to the one that he put on from me? Mr. Innocence. I'll bet you if they gave him a lie detector test, he wouldn't even wiggle the needle. We gotta find something to lock him up good, something solid. How about your lady, buddy boy? Think we can crack her?
Yeah, I think so, if she knows, yeah.
She knows. The question is, does she know too much for her own good?
Happy?
You know I am.
You didn't tell anybody, did you?
You said not to.
You sure you want to stick with me?
You know that, too.
Your last chance to bail out.
Miss Evans.
She ain't here.
You know where she is?
Vacation.
Well, where?
I don't know.
Ma'am, it's very important.
They wanted to be by themselves.
They?
Her boyfriend. Say, is she in any kind of trouble or anything?
She could be unless we find her, yes.
I promise not to tell anyone. But, well, she left Pretty Boy with me. Oh, the bird. He's been sick with pneumonia. It's a big responsibility. What do I know from birds? Anyway, she told me if anything happened to him, I could reach her at Pinewood Lodge.
It's Marin County.
And plenty private. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What are you smiling about?
Oh, it's going to be a beautiful sunset.
You're an incorrigible romantic, dear.
I know. I am. I had to invent most of my life. I must have been the loneliest person in the world till I met you. Now, how'd I get into that?
Let's go down to the point and watch the sunset. Well, I'm delighted you're so overwhelmed with my suggestion.
It's not that. It's just that I've always had this thing about heights.
Of course, darling. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Why, it's silly, I know. I mean, you'd think after all these years I would have worked it out.
Not to worry, we'll think of something else.
No, if you want to go to the point to watch the sunset, let's go to the point and watch the sunset.
Okay.
You the boys from the city?
Did you find him?
Nobody registered here under the names you radioed in.
But what about the descriptions?
Well, a guy at the desk says a couple checked in a little earlier. He didn't see him. His wife gave him the key while he was having lunch.
Check the unit.
Nobody there. Car's still here, though.
What about the trail?
Thought the best thing I could do till you guys got here was keep my eye on the car.
Stay with it. Come on.
You're right. It's beautiful.
Come here, love.
No, not yet. Dean,
What?
I have a confession to make.
Oh, really?
I talked to Lindsay Campbell.
Yeah, I know. You didn't have to do that, Kate.
You didn't have to lie to me either. I would have understood. I understood the moment I saw her. She's young and wealthy and beautiful and all the things a man like you really wants. All the things I'm not.
How could you understand? I mean, what do you really know about me, Kate?
I know you brought me up here to kill me.
You believe that and you still came?
I had to. Am I wrong?
Hey, you know, Kate, when you first started to work at that bank, I was still in high school fighting for tips at the country club, parking cars, carrying golf bags, cleaning out the locker rooms, watching the beautiful people glide in and out like they own the world. You know what they did? At least the world I wanted to belong to. Do you have any understanding of what I'm trying to say? No. No, none at all. All you ever wanted was a man, right? Just a man, any man.
You used me. You used me to find out when the bank was most vulnerable, and it worked, didn't it? Because you knew I was vulnerable.
I've always been curious, Kate. Did you ever think I could love you? I mean, didn't it ever occur to you that you and I don't even breathe the same air? It doesn't matter. I do want you to know that I didn't plan for any of this to happen. For you to die, I mean. Come on, Kate.
I loved you very much, and you betrayed me. I loved you so much.
Kate.
But you've never suffered. You have never suffered the way you made me suffer. You've never suffered the way you made me suffer, and you're evil, Dean. You're evil.
Take him.
Help! Dean, please help!
Your choice.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I guess I won't know for a very long time.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Give me a paper.
Yeah. No game yesterday.
I know that. What do you think? I only read the box scores?
What is this with the financial section?
Here we go, over the counter.
What's over the counter?
National Wheel and Brake.
Now, wait a minute. Is that stock Knox turned John to?
Uh-huh. Oh, here it is. Now, let's see. Why, that no-good, chiseling, lousy bum.
Did you put your savings into it?
No, I didn't put my savings into it. But for the first time in his life, he was telling the truth. Up 21 points.
Serves you right.
Serves me right. What do you mean, serves me right? Do you know what it means, up 21 points? Do you know what a fella can do with that kind of dough? Up 21.
Hey, come on. What you got, old man, huh? We call it hit and run, Tommy. Pretty easy, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
Okay, you guys, put them on. Hey, man, you're late.
No, not really. We just started work a little early.
Where's your cousin?
Yeah, he got sick.
Okay, look, you stick with Billy. He'll show you what to do. Okay, now 20 minutes, no more. You guys understand? Okay, come on, let's split up. Let's go. Come on. Keep quiet. Shut up, later. I'll cook you. Shut up.
Make a wish. That's enough. Come on. Easy now. Easy now. I don't want the place to go on fire. That's it.
You didn't have to use every candle in the house.
Well, it's not my fault your age overwhelms my cake.
Oh, it isn't, huh?
No. Happy birthday, darling. Good to have you home.
Oh, it's good to be home.
So what do you want to do? Open up your presents or eat first?
Do I have a choice?
Nope. The specialty of the house is waiting, and I don't want it to dry out. So you open the wine, and I'll get it ready.
Hey, what specialty are you making?
Wait a minute, now don't get so nosy. Something really terrific. What was that?
What?
I thought I heard something. Never mind. Open the wine. Put on a record. Russian music.
Oh.
That's a hint.
Oh. Hey, I've got a surprise for you, too. You better set another plate.
Oh, no, I only made enough for two.
You come back here. I'm sorry, Dad. He got away from me. I had him hidden in the bedroom. I guess I should have fed him first, huh?
Well, I guess he took care of that. He was sniffing your Kiev. Not mine, but yours. Where'd he come from?
Mrs. Harper down the street. She was going away for the weekend, and she needed a sitter.
And you volunteered?
Do you mind?
No. Does he have a name?
Little Darling. Corny, huh?
Yeah, like Mrs. Harper. Well, for this weekend, you're going to be called fella. Hmm?
I'll put him away.
You tell us where the money box is, lady.
Oh, no.
Or he's gonna burn your treasures.
No, please, no.
Where's the money, lady?
I didn't want to.
Come on, where's the money?
No.
Where is the money, lady? I don't have time for this. Think fast, lady.
Upstairs.
Come on. Upstairs where, lady? Come on.
Closet.
Closet. Where in the closet, lady?
Shoebox.
All right, come on, let's go.
Here.
Oh.
Wouldn't make much of a bonfire anyway.
It's past 20 minutes. Let's go. Man, we got all our money.
We're not leaving yet. Now, her husband is a jeweler. This says so. He must have given her lots of little gifts, rings, stuff like that. They've got to be around here someplace. Lady, now you best tell me where they are.
Hey, Billy, you crazy. Stop it, man. She can't tell you nothing. Listen, somebody must have called the cops. Let's get out of here.
Hold it.
Hey, take it easy.
All right. Hands on the fence. Come on, spread them. Spread them. Come on, let's go.
Let me go. Why are you hassling me for? I wasn't doing nothing.
You won't be needing that now, will you, kid? There's his plaything.
Stick it in your ear. That don't belong to me. He planted it. I want to see my PO.
You'll see him, kid. Paul T. Brown, age 15. Here's his sheet.
About an hour ago, they hit 3 houses on the south side. Only this time, somebody died. Her name's Mrs. Helen King. 65. She had a coronary.
Was she beaten?
We don't know.
How many do you have in custody?
2, both juvenile. One of them's no problem. He's got 8 priors. They caught him with a shiv. We're gonna slap him with parole violation.
What about the other one?
Well, he's sweet 16. Good-looking, well-mannered, real Boy Scout.
Go on.
Well, so far, Mike, the evidence is pretty skimpy. Boy's father's here to take him home.
All right, so what's the big problem?
The boy's father's Bob Wilson. That's right, building contractor, ex-city supervisor, and so he says, a real close friend of yours.
You know, Mike, when I was his age, I was laying brick for 40 cents an hour. Hard work was something to be proud of. Today, today it's a crime. We've gone wrong somewhere, haven't we? All of us. Nowadays, if a kid wants something, all he has to do is just ask for it. Now, look, Mike, Billy didn't steal anything. He doesn't have to. Mike, I know my son. I know my son just as well as you know your daughter. He is innocent.
Did you know that your boy was out tonight?
Yeah, he went out to see a friend.
Paul Brown?
I don't think that they know each other.
They go to the same school.
Well, now, that's guilt by association. But I guess that's the way that it is, huh? I mean, this whole new system, huh? Busing kids from one area to another area, mixing the hardened criminals with kids like Billy. Oh, I'm not saying that Billy's perfect. No, he's had his share of schoolyard scraps. But basically, Mike, believe me, he is a very good boy.
Bob, what do you expect me to do?
Talk to the DA. Have him drop the charges. In the interest of justice, say.
I think he means as a personal favor.
Hold it. What about the other boy? The one with the knife? Should I let him go too?
I don't care.
Mr. Wilson, that lady was murdered.
My son had nothing to do with that. Look, Mike, please. The kid, he's only 16.
Bob, you don't seem to understand. There are no criminal charges. The juvenile court is just a civil proceeding.
I want all proceedings dropped.
How can I do that? How can I hold on to one suspect and let the other one go?
Sure. I get the message. No favors.
Do you have a lawyer?
Don't bother. I'll have Harry Clark handle it. You know, I thought I had a friend.
I'll say one thing for him. He buys the best. Harry Clark will have that kid out before lunch. Stinks, doesn't it?
What? The poor go to jail and the rich go home?
Not just that. The whole juvenile system. If Billy Clark were 21 and guilty of felony murder, he'd be put away for life. But because he's young of age and supposedly innocent of mind, he'll get his wrist slapped, 3 months of probation, and be free to kill again. It's a laugh.
Nobody's laughing.
That's why these gangs like the Jackals exist. Because the law's a joke to them. Take a look at this. In just 2 months, that one lousy gang has committed 42 acts of robbery, assault, burglary, felony animal torture, and now murder. And all against the old and the defenseless, and all in the same 2-mile area. They may not be brave or bold, but they're sure as hell not afraid of the law.
I take it you have a suggestion.
No, just lots of anger.
Well, I do. Let's go home. Tomorrow morning, I'll check with the DA and find out what our chances are for getting criminal indictments against any of that gang we arrest.
Meanwhile, how do I handle the Wilson case?
Routinely. He could be innocent.
Dan, are you talking about Billy Wilson?
Yeah, what do you got?
Plenty. His prints were everywhere inside the King house. Billy Wilson's as guilty as sin.
No, sir. I didn't know why they were chasing me. I was really scared. I mean, I told the officer I was on my way to see a friend of mine, Roger Santini, but he wouldn't listen.
All right, let's get back to the fingerprints.
Well, like I told Mr. Clark, I sell newspaper subscriptions door to door. Extra money. So I was in the house 3 days ago. Gee, she was a real nice lady.
Did she buy any?
Mike? No, she didn't. Most of the time, she was just showing me things. She had a lot of antiques.
She sure did, all over the house. All right, son. Thanks.
Well, aren't you released today? Now we'll see the judges and they read the probation report. Don't worry, everything's gonna be fine.
Mike. Nice kid. Intelligent, soft-spoken, sincere. I think you're making a mistake.
Oh, come on. Do you really believe all that stuff about him selling subscriptions and all that?
I'm paid to.
That's what I like about you.
Mike, why press? The lady died of a heart attack. The DA couldn't get manslaughter on her.
Now, why don't you go and tell that to her husband? That's where I'm going now. Would you like to join me?
You sure? Okay, we'll have a man take you downtown and she'll take a statement from you. Thank you. Mike, we got a break. An eyewitness. The guy was driving past last night when he almost hit one of the kids running out of the house.
Was it the Wilson kid?
No, and it wasn't Brown either. A kid named Tommy Ditto. He ID'd him from these mugshots.
Did you pick the boy up?
I'm still looking for him. I put a stake out in the house.
Anything else?
Well, the lab guys inside found a strand of hair. Could be Wilson's.
You think he's guilty?
Mike, I did some more checking with R&I. And like I said, the kid's never been convicted, but he's been arrested 5 times. Suspicion of assault, battery, grand theft, and 1 for extortion. The last one got him suspended from school for a month. The kid's got a history of violence, and the old man's covering up for him. body was right over there, tied with a nylon guitar string. Could be a lead. That's the husband. Mr. King, this is Lieutenant Stone, head of homicide.
We'll be out of here soon.
You know, I was out for the evening.
Is there anything I can do?
Do you know who they were?
Well, we have several boys in custody.
I understand. It's hard to prove a case. Whatever the law says, it's God's will. They're only children. One can't blame them. They're only children.
Got a forgiving nature. I don't know if I would.
Yo, Max, let me know how you make out with that strand of hair and the guitar string as soon as you can, will you? Oh, listen, wait a minute. Why don't you stay here with them? If they pick up that Dito kid, let me know immediately.
Mike, have you got a minute?
I know what you want, Carl. You want a state. Well, I don't have one for you.
Well, somebody better start speaking out. You know, we're doing another TV editorial on these teenage gang attacks, and people are pretty uptight. Now, do you have any comment at all on those two that were arrested last night?
No, they're being processed normally.
Processed or handled, Mike?
What are you getting at?
Well, I got a call this morning from Judge Brewster, who just happens to be presiding over the juvenile docket this month.
Yes, I know who he is.
Yes, well, do you also know that he's a close golfing buddy of Bob Wilson's? Anyway, he's threatened to place a gag order on the case if our broadcast as much as mentions the name of a suspect. Now, that seems to me as if the defendants have a lot of friends in court.
It's about time the victims had some friends in court, too, don't you think?
What if they pick me up?
So what? They can't do nothing.
Henry, that lady died.
So tell the judge you're sorry. Come on, man. There's nothing to worry about, okay? So cool it.
No, Billy's in jail, man. They're gonna be asking him a lot of questions.
Billy can take care of himself. Paulie, too. Hey, you think I wouldn't do something if they tried to give him a hard time, man? That's my brother we're talking about.
I know.
Hey, come on. You just worry about, you share the cut, all right? Let me worry about the cops. Hey, man, they can't touch it.
Mr. Billings' office. Oh, yes, Judge.
Mike, I'm with you. That's why the DA wanted me to handle the case. But I'm not going to charge these kids with felonies unless the case is strong enough.
Your office is getting some pressure, huh?
Well, you better believe it.
Jerry.
Good morning, Carol. Oh, it's a new hairdo.
It's a new wig. You really are old-fashioned. This is Judge Brewster, second time around.
Tell him I'll call him back. Anything else?
Yes, you have an appointment with Carlton at 4, and Harry Clark wants to set up a luncheon with you.
I'll bet he does.
Jerry, can I see you?
Well, the public defender's office has got a complaint, right? Okay, Jake, I'll be with you in a minute. Carol, see if you can get me the name of that principal at Carlson High School. Come on in, Mike.
Judge Brewster, can he call you back in just a moment?
You talk about pressure. 8 o'clock this morning, I'm still shaking. Guess who calls?
Brewster?
Right. Morning, Jerry. How's the golf game? I said, fine, fine. So we talked about sports for about 5 minutes before he finally got down to the point. He says, listen, Jerry, I understand you people are thinking about petitioning a few juvenile cases back to county for felony trial. I said, well, Jerry, I just want to make sure you understand it's discretionary with the court.
I could just hear the wheels turning.
Yeah, and that's not all. Guess who he's assigned to the cases? Judge Mildred Burns will be the hearing officer. The most lenient judge he could find. Somebody's scared, Mike.
You're right, somebody is scared. Mildred Burns, she's fair, though. I've known her for a long time. I want you to take a look at this. There's some things in there you should know about Billy Wilson.
Come in.
The principal's name is Joseph Hess, and our dedicated public defender is still waiting.
Never mind. Yeah, I know. What does Jake want?
He wants equal time for his client, Paul Brown. If Wilson is released, then he wants his boy to go free, too. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Everybody goes free. Nobody's responsible, right?
Now, Mike, take it easy.
I'll take it easy. You just make sure that the probation officer gets copies of those.
Where are you going?
Try and find out who Billy Wilson really is. And if he's guilty of murder, he's going to stand trial just like everybody else.
Donald? This is Lieutenant Stone, Donald. Just let him see it. There's nothing to be frightened of.
Billy Wilson did that?
No one saw him do it, so it couldn't be proved. He stole money to give the Wilson boy for 3 weeks before it came out.
Donald, would you be willing to tell the judge how you got those scars? Good.
All right, Donald, you can get back to the game now.
Thank you.
I told Mrs. Wilson the whole story, but of course she wouldn't believe it.
What about Mr. Wilson?
Oh, I don't know what he believes. I tried to talk to him several times, but he always denies the reality. Anyway, I expect Billy hasn't conned. He's bright enough.
What do you think makes the boy tick, do you know?
Oh. Some kids turn bad because of neglect, others because of they're too spoiled. I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, but I can tell you Billy Wilson's disturbed and violent. I saw him attack more than one boy out here. When I call him on it, he blames somebody else, denies any responsibility. Truth is, I guess he just doesn't care.
Sector 8-1, do you read?
Mr. Hess, will you be willing to testify? I mean, about the boy's character.
Yes, of course.
I'll have the DA get in touch with you.
Sector 8-1.
Inspectors 8-1, go ahead.
Mike, we've located the Dito boy, 31st and Charles. Better get over here.
What's going on?
He's on the rooftop, threatening to jump. We just pulled him off the roof. He's pretty scared.
Did you read him his rights?
Yeah, first thing. He's ready to talk. He's already blaming everything on Billy Wilson.
How old is he?
16.
Book him.
On what charge?
First-degree murder. I want that whole gang of hoodlums charged as adults. They're not children anymore, not when they maim and torture people, no siree. I want them all put away for as long as the law will allow.
I understand the court's reluctance to have any child taken from the juvenile system. It's a good one. And for most young boys, it would help them rehabilitate themselves. But not in this instance, Your Honor. You have the history of his arrests, testimony of a school principal, and an injured child as to his true character, all attesting that Billy Wilson would not be amenable to anyone's guidance.
Most of that is hearsay. There is no direct evidence that he ever
We
had
have plenty of direct evidence if that's what you want, Counselor. Enough to show a presumption of guilt. And we have the testimony of the arresting officers, his fingerprints, a strand of hair at the site, and even a confession from one of his
I
gang...
object. That confession was not only coerced, it's been repudiated.
All right, we're not in a criminal trial, Mr. Clark. We're only here to see if the boy can be helped. Lieutenant Stone, you don't make many appearances in this court. Have you some special interest in this case?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. Not in this case alone, but in all cases dealing with gang violence by juveniles. Your Honor, I don't think the issue here is rehabilitation. I don't know whether Billy Wilson can be helped or not. But I do know that if we don't make the punishments match the crimes, if we don't show these vicious juveniles that they can't get away with murder, then there's no system of law that can govern this city. None except the law of the jungle.
Your Honor, may I say something?
No, Harry, you may not. I think we've heard your best arguments. And Mr. and Mrs. Wilson, I think you've been less than candid about the past conduct of your son. The scars on that boy's back and the honesty of his words convince me that he hasn't lied about your son. I'm well aware that these street gangs have become more violent than ever. And I agree with you, Lieutenant, that these brutal, lawless attacks on the most vulnerable in our society must stop. Now, I don't know whether you're a member of such a gang. I can only assume by the accusations before me that you are. In any case, the evidence has convinced me that you're not a fit and proper subject for juvenile jurisdiction. I therefore hold that you be remanded to the Adult Division for criminal proceedings.
Okay, Jerry, off the record, maybe I agree with you. These gangs are not a sociological problem, they're criminal. But why'd you have to pick the Wilson kid to kick it off?
He came up first, Harry. Simple as that.
Nothing's that simple, believe me.
Now, look, the decision is final. We're going for criminal indictments on all members of that gang.
It's your neck.
I hear your station's going to make some kind of an editorial statement about all of this.
Uh-huh. On the 3 o'clock news. We're asking for mandatory criminal proceedings against all 16-year-olds. That is, in cases of repeated felonies involving bodily harm. Now, do you have any comment about that, Mike?
Oh, I'm not a lawyer.
Okay. Let me ask you another. I've heard a rumor that 2 more members of that gang were picked up. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. But we don't want it broadcast because we're still looking for the others. No broadcast, okay?
Okay.
Hello? Who is this?
You don't know me, lady, but I know you. I know where you live, and I also know when you're gonna die, which is gonna be real soon unless my brothers let go.
I don't understand.
Look, lady, I am talking about the jackals. You just make sure the lieutenant gets my message.
I got the message all right. And now you're going to get one from me. Nobody goes free.
Mike, I know how you feel. So does Billy.
Yes, sir, I really do.
That's why I wanted you to talk to him. He had nothing to do with that phone call. And he's willing to turn state's evidence.
Oh, he is, eh?
You recommend total immunity, and Billy will give you the names and addresses of everyone. The whole pack.
No deal. And if he's convicted, I'm going to recommend hard time. And you'd better believe it.
Half of this station's crimes are being committed by juveniles, and more by children under 15 than by adults over 25. Now, we're speaking of the repeated offenders, the hardcore delinquent who has a history of violence.
Grand jury over?
When we talk about
Yeah, they voted true bills on 3 of them, and I think we're going to get John Doe indictments on the rest.
issue should be discretionary with the courts any longer. Georgia now rules that children of 13 can be tried for serious crimes. New Mexico has lowered the age to 15. But in California, it's still 16. California maintains its position that 16-year-olds are not to be tried by the same laws existing for adults.
Makes sense to me.
Mike, got a second? I need your okay for a search warrant.
What for?
When I questioned Mrs. Wilson, she said Billy had never owned a guitar. Well, she lied. She bought one about 6 months ago. Here's a bill of sale. I also found out he took lessons at home. I'd like to look around.
All right, it's worth a try.
Hey, Mike, line 2.
Line 2. Okay. Homicide, Stone.
Guess you didn't get my message, Stone. Maybe this time you'll listen.
She's 5'2", short blonde hair, fair complected. Her name's Jean Stone. That'll hold.
I had that framed 20 years ago.
Mike.
I should have sent her off to school. Gotten her out of town. I never thought that...
You couldn't know.
I knew Oh, I knew. He said he knew where she lived and when she would die.
Thank you. Mike, I checked all the hospitals, all the local precincts. There's no word. You know, she could have just gone to visit her friend.
Sometimes I wonder why anybody wants to go into public service.
Gee.
What happened? Where's Dad?
Wait, sick about you.
Gene? Oh, Gene. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh, I'm all right. I'm sorry I worried you so.
No, you didn't worry me. Everything's all right. It doesn't matter now.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just went to exchange the skirt, remember?
Yeah, yes, I remember.
Oh, my God. No wonder you were so frightened. You must have broken in just after I left. Oh, look at this.
It doesn't matter now as long as you're okay. It doesn't matter at all, believe me.
Oh, I'm fine. Hey, I think I could use a drink. And you look like you need one. There's some wine in the refrigerator.
Yes. You're all right.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'll call downtown and let them know everything's okay.
Yeah, you do that.
Mike, I think we better lay on a security team just in case. Huh?
That's right. Until she gets back to Arizona.
Dad!
Don't look for the dog. Next time, don't look for your daughter.
Yeah. I'd almost forgotten how wet it gets out here early in the morning.
Feels good, huh?
Yeah, sure does. Well, ready? Huh?
Yeah.
Let's jog out to the rocks.
Okay.
Remember when you caught your last ocean perch?
5 years?
Nope, it was longer than that. You know, I think we ought to try it again this summer. Your mother and I used to come out here regularly. She knew just where to drop the line. Right out there. God, we used to come out here all the time, even when I was on the force. Your mother was a sportsman of the family, I'll tell you that. She just loved surf fishing. I don't know how she did it, but every time we came out, she caught something.
You wish she were here right now, don't you?
Well, when she was alive, we had more of a family feeling then for the three of us. Simply hasn't been the same, has it?
It has for me.
You know, Jeannie, I've been thinking, when you get out of school this year, maybe I ought to turn my badge in.
Retire? Why?
Well, we could spend more time together.
Oh, I see. You want to take care of me the rest of my life, huh?
Oh, of course not.
Well, then you're ready to vegetate?
No, I'm not ready to vegetate. Maybe I just don't want to be in the line of fire anymore.
Okay, well, I guess that's up to you. But don't you dare quit on my account.
Look, I just think that maybe we ought to be spending more time together, and I can't do that working 24 hours a day.
Mike Stone, there is no way you're going to push this off on me. Look, I love you, but I can't live with you acting like a father.
Oh, come on, Jeannie.
And don't genie me. Look, if I'd wanted a provider and protector, I could have grabbed one a long time ago. So thank you very much. But if you ever retire, you do it when you have a lot better reason than taking care of your little girl.
Oh, come on now. You're not the only reason. I'm 56 years old. You know that? 56 years old. And maybe I'm tired of being a target for all those dumb teenage psychos.
Okay, all right. But that's your decision. You do what you think is right. Only you're responsible, not me. All I can do is worry about you. After all, when you're destitute, the law says children have to support their parents.
That'll be the day when you have to support me, let me tell you.
People versus Brim. Is defendant ready to make his plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Charge is assault with a deadly weapon and resisting an officer. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Bail is set at $2,500. Defendant will be held over to Department 31, February 6th.
What are you doing here?
Message from the boss. When bail comes up on Wilson, don't argue.
What?
Next case is People versus Wilson.
What are you talking about?
It's all arranged. Don't argue.
Charge is murder in the first degree. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. Request trial by jury.
Defendant will be held over to Department 40 on March 10th.
The defense renews its motion for bail.
Has the district attorney been notified?
Yes, Your Honor. We have no objections.
Motion approved. Once bond is secured, defendant will be released.
Jerry, what the hell is going on?
I don't know, Carl.
I do. You made a deal. Now, what about Paul Brown, huh?
He stays.
Oh, that's real sweet. I can see it pays to have rich friends. You planning to run for office soon?
Wait a minute, Jerry. What is he talking about?
Now, wait a minute.
Get off my back, Carl.
All I can tell you, Carl, is that I didn't knuckle under to anybody.
Well, what do you mean you didn't knuckle under? That's exactly what it does look like.
All right, have it your way.
Jerry, I don't want it my way. Don't you understand that? All I want is the truth. Now, why did you let that kid go out on the street?
I'm sorry, no comment.
Okay, I won't broadcast that. Not yet. Because I've always believed that you were straight, Jerry. But if I find out that you've been playing politics, I will nail you for it. I promise you that.
Okay. Will somebody tell me what's going on? I mean, right now, everybody thinks I can be reached, that I have been.
I want them all, Jerry, every last one of them. And Billy Wilson's going to lead us to them.
The DA bought our plan.
What plan?
Billy's going to be tailed from the minute he gets out.
If I were him, I wouldn't go anywhere near those others.
You would if you were scared not to.
What is it those guys hate the most? They've got 1,000 names for it. Rat, Fink, Stooley.
But Billy didn't talk. The Dido kid did.
The guys outside don't know that. And Billy doesn't know it either. All he knows is the word's out, he's the Fink.
How did you manage that?
Well, I have a friend who's a jailer, and he happened to get next to Billy Wilson, and he just happened to drop it.
That's dirty pool, Mike. I love it.
So do I.
Billy also knows that he's the only one to be released. If I were him, I'd figure I owed somebody an explanation.
Okay.
Billy!
Later.
Wait for your father.
I'll be back.
But he just called. He's on his way.
Mom, will you get off my back? This is important.
Thank you. Mike Stone, reservation for 2.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like it.
You knew I'd like it. Something's wrong, right?
Oh, I just thought we ought to have lunch together more often. If you're hungry, try the trout.
What's the surprise?
Surprise?
Dad, you haven't picked me up for lunch in the middle of the week since I can't remember when.
Consider it your birthday present. Thank you. You have a suspicious nature, you know that?
And well deserved.
Okay, I do have a surprise. I've decided not to retire.
Well, that's hardly a surprise.
Oh, it isn't?
The only surprise is that it took you so long to decide.
Well, now that the shock of this announcement is over, what do you say we order lunch? Eat it slowly and enjoy it. Take a look at those prices.
Well, I'll enjoy my lunch, but I don't think you will.
Who started the shooting?
I don't know. Came out of nowhere. The special unit was about to move in when bang.
Can you see anything? No. The cops all over the place.
You brought him, didn't you?
No.
That's why they let you go, isn't it?
No, listen, I swear I didn't.
Huh? You sold me out,
I
man.
swear I didn't.
You people inside, come out with your hands up. Come out with your hands up. Nobody has to get hurt. You see where the last shot came from? We don't want to hurt anybody. Come out now. Come out with your hands up.
Come on, there's a way out back. Let's go.
Off me. I didn't do anything. You can't hold me, Stone.
Okay, let's all turn left. The other way, number 3. Turn left. Take your hands out of your pockets. Turn left. Let's face forward.
That's the one. Third one on the right. Number 4, he's the leader.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes, I wouldn't forget him. He broke my arm.
Henry Brown, Paul Brown's brother. Had a big influence on him, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Tanner, take care of him, will you?
Take your jacket off, number 2.
Is that all of them?
Well, that's all we know of for certain.
Well, what about the sniper up on the roof?
Well, he got away. We don't know what he was shooting at or who.
Mike, the search warrant just paid off. We found this at the Wilson house buried in the trash, and it's only missing one string, the low E. The same kind used on Mrs. King.
Does Billings know about this?
No, I had to clear with the lab boys.
Listen, I think he's with Wilson at the prelim. Come on.
Well, beside running, what did he do to call your attention to him?
He tried to escape.
Wasn't it the fact that everybody was running? How could you tell one boy from another, the innocent from the guilty? Did he have a weapon on him?
No, sir.
A mask?
No.
Money, jewels, anything that might lead you to believe he had committed a crime of any sort?
No, sir.
In other words, Officer Haig, all you ever did was arrest a frightened, running boy. No further questions.
Mr. Billings?
No redirect, Your Honor.
Sergeant, you're excused. Mr.
Mr. Billings, any more testimony for the prosecution?
Yes, Your Honor. With the court's permission, I would like to recall Mrs. Robert Wilson to the stand.
Mrs. Wilson, may I remind you you're still under oath?
Mrs. Wilson, have you ever seen this guitar before?
I don't think so.
Look closely. One of its strings is missing, isn't it?
Yes.
You do know that Mrs. King, the murdered victim, was bound by a guitar string, don't you?
Objection, no foundation.
Sustained.
Mrs. Wilson, you made a prior statement to the investigating officers that your son had never owned a guitar. Is that correct? This is a bill paid for by you for the sale of a guitar and private music lessons in your home for your son. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Then your son did have a guitar around the house, didn't he? And this is it, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not mine. I've never seen it before. I've not come.
Where did he keep it, Mrs. Wilson? In his room?
Yes.
Was it there the night he was arrested?
Yes.
And how did it get buried in the trash? Not by Billy. He couldn't. You put it there, didn't you, Mrs. Wilson? After you read the newspaper.
I didn't know what else to do. I thought it might prove something.
It does, Mrs. Wilson. It does.
Billy. Billy. Why?
Jerry, I'll suggest that the boy plead nolo if you won't bring charges against the mother.
Okay, Harry.
I'll arrange to have his plea taken first thing tomorrow morning.
Down! Get away from him! Get away, I'm gonna kill him!
Don't shoot, Mr. King.
Now get away!
It's all over. I promise you, it's all over.
Oh.
He's gonna be punished, I promise you that. Believe me, he will. But not that way, not with that. Not with the same violence which he committed on your wife. She wouldn't want that.
He ought to die.
Then let it be God's will. You said that, remember? Please, Mr. King, put it down.
Take him.
I guess we know who our sniper is.
There's vengeance in all of us. Somebody over there said if we didn't do our job, they'd do it for us. With this. That's something I don't want to happen. Ever.
You've shown no regard for either life or property. This court is convinced that you would be a menace on the street. I therefore sentence you to state prison to serve out a term of 8 years to life. Bailiff, take charge of the prisoner.
Hey, Jerry, wait a minute. Mike asked me to give you this file. Thought you might want to go over to robbery to question a witness.
Come on now, Dan. This isn't a one-horse show. Is there anybody else?
Nope.
Well, you do have a way with words. Where's Mike anyway? I thought he'd be here.
You're not gonna believe it.
What?
Buying a dog.
Little doll. Oh, he's really a clown.
You think Mrs. Harper will like him?
Of course she will. He's beautiful.
Yes, he is, and he's cute, too, huh?
You're kind of cute, too. You know that? Oh, you sweet little...
Encrypted, loaded, dangerous. Call me E.T., I don't belong here, but I run this game. I'm not from your world, I'm coded deep. Out the shadows where the data sleeps. Pulled from pixels, born to breach. Every firewall's within my reach. Crumb on my name, bounty on sight. I move through cities made of light. Cash in crypto, mask on scan, no fingerprints, no real skin. Some glitching, I slide through the cracks. You play checkers, I run hex hacks. You hear the buzz, that's not regret. It's the sound of an extra threat. Call me E.T., I'm from here. Crash your server, disappear. I don't run, I rewrite fate. One wrong move, I detonate. Crime boss moves in a neon set. Control the grip, no fear, no sweat. I'm that glitch you can't forget. Alien mind, extra threat.
Oh, Mike, I don't want to have any of that imitation lemonade.
And neither do I.
Oh.
Well, are you all right?
I was just thinking of Musetta's Waltz. That has to be my favorite aria.
Yeah, for me, it's a deal.
Well, that's the best moment in the fourth act.
Third act.
Now, wait a minute, Mike. I practically had to drag you here. Now you tell me after all these years you're an opera buff?
Well, I guess there's some things that people don't know about me.
I guess I should try to find out.
Pardon me, sir. Were you in seat L22?
Yes, I was.
Well, there's a phone call for you from the police department. You can get it on that phone if you'd like.
Never fails. Lieutenant Stone. It's for you.
Sorry, old habits. I left word, too. Inspector Martin. Yes, Dave. Well, what's the address? Right. All right, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. It's my cat burglar case. We'll get him this time. I'll get a cab.
No, not at all. I'll take you. Come on. Let's get our clips.
Lieutenant, transfer over from burglary?
No, busman's holiday. Inspector Martin's in charge of this one.
Irene Martin, burglary.
Yes, ma'am. These are the residents, Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
How do you do?
Can you give us a rundown on what happened?
Well, we've already told the officer here. We got back early from the theater, and when my wife went to put her jewelry in the desk safe, it was open, cleaned out.
Can you describe what's missing?
Well, I had about $1,000, and my wife had some other jewelry. We'll have to check the list in the safe deposit box at the bank to be positive.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you could get that information to us as soon as you can.
Sure.
No service entrance?
No, the building has 24-hour security, and there's no way in from the street.
Okay, finish up your report and get a copy to me as soon as you can in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Door's been jimmied, right?
Mm-hmm. Your man looks like a real pro, hardly a scratch.
Well, he's a pro, all right. My cat never leaves any fingerprints. Let's see, about 10 stories down and 2 floors up. And there's no fire escape on this side of the building.
Well, what does he do? Use a helicopter?
Almost. How would you like to take a little stroll under the stars?
On the roof?
Mm-hmm.
This is our date. Let me use your flashlight, will you?
That's where he must have started, up there, and rappelled down to this roof here. And the study windows are about here somewhere. Now, I'll bet he found a way to anchor a wire or a rope to these pipes right here. And then pull the wire across through here. See, now, come here. Now, he had the wire on the pipes, and then he let it go up. I guess I better stop reading those old Wonder Woman comics. I ought to know that I can't see in the dark.
Sure.
I must look over those study windows. Look, Mike, right here. This is where he went over. Well, Birdman, that's what he is. Comes and goes like a phantom. He never leaves me a single thing to go on.
You sound like a fan.
Maybe I am. And sooner or later, he's going to make a mistake. Well, Mike, I'm sorry about the opera, but, well, I'm going to be stuck here most of the night.
We're together, aren't we? Under the stars.
And you're some date, Lieutenant.
Here you go, sunshine.
Not so loud, you awake, Liam.
I told you not to go out with cops. They keep you out late.
That's what I keep telling all your girlfriends.
I'm up late, but I'm not out.
Oh, I hope your tip is as hot as this coffee. So far, it's been a bust.
You want to call it quits?
No, sir. No, sirree. I want old Cora more than I want my beauty sleep, I'll tell you that. You saw the mutilated body, didn't you?
Yeah. Took him 3 hours to die.
Listen, are you sure that Rust Bucket is the only one shipping out today?
Yeah. The guy I talked to said he's got forged maritime papers.
Oh, boy, there ought to be a law against stakeouts, especially at the break of dawn. There he is. Oh, Cora. All right, hold it, O'Cora.
Just a born show-off, Mike.
Get up there.
Boy, you haven't made that for a long time.
Well, it's too much trouble for one.
Oh. Here, wait a minute. Here, put this ice on it.
No, it's okay.
Oh, come on.
I'm all right.
Put the ice on it.
Okay, put the ice on it.
Dad, what's the matter with you? We've cooked special dinners before. I've never seen you so nervous.
Well, this one's different. Irene is kind of, well...
She's more than a friend, I know.
Well, she's not like your mother, but... Well, she's... pretty special.
Well, I figured as much. When you don't talk a lot about a woman, you think a lot of her.
You know, your mother taught me to make this sauce the first year we were married. I feel kind of funny making it for Irene. Dumb, huh?
Look, you can't be a bachelor forever.
I've always had you.
Oh, well, that's not quite the same thing, and you know it. But I'll tell you something. I'm really glad you have Irene now.
Here.
Hi.
Hi. Did you have a nice evening?
Very.
Jeannie gave it her best shot. She brought out all the antiques. Silver, china, crystal, everything.
I noticed. I thought it was supposed to be a casual dinner at home. Why all the fuss?
Well, you were the guest, and...
My. Oh, what's going on?
Irene, there are some things I'm not very good at.
Name one.
Proposing. Well?
Well, I'd like to have some time. I'd like to think about it.
Oh, sure. Take all the time you want.
Yes.
Well, I guess I can't say that you kept me dangling on a string, can I?
No. And there's something else you don't do very well.
What's that?
Propose and drive at the same time. That's my house back there. Something else.
I talked to Jeannie. She said you were here. Your cat burglar struck again. This time he killed somebody.
Looks like it could have been a full magnum load.
I don't know why they pay me when they have you around, Lieutenant.
Never mind.
Do you want to run the autopsy, too?
That's enough. How long has she been dead?
Oh, 2.5 hours.
There we go. Yeah, lady's name was Naomi Greenwood, and that's her sister there, Mrs. Bell.
I know
talked
how
to neighbors,
difficult
the
this
people
is for
across
you,
the
Mrs.
hall
Bell,
didn't hear
but
anything.
do you have any idea where her husband might be reached?
Jerome is in Los Angeles at a sales meeting, and he usually stays at the Bel Air Hotel. I tried calling him earlier, but he wasn't in.
Steve, you see if you can reach him.
Oh, you can use the phone in my apartment.
Well, what have you got?
Not much. Her jewelry box has been rifled. And Mrs. Bell doesn't know what her sister kept in the apartment.
Well, it looks like Mrs. Greenwood went to the mayor's charity ball tonight, came home early, and your cat burglar shot her.
How did you know about the ball?
There was a ticket stub in her purse. Oh, and her wallet is missing. What's wrong?
Well, my cat burglar wouldn't take a wallet.
Well, everything else checks out. Empty apartment, marks on the roof, jimmied window, no clues. Exact M.O.
I know, but he's never killed anybody before. I just don't believe he would.
Well, maybe he was never interrupted before.
Yeah, there's no answer in the Greenwood's room, so I left a message. What's wrong here?
We're just having a slight difference of opinion. I know my man. He's no killer.
There has to be a first time, right?
Mike, it's not him. There's just too much here that's wrong.
Like what?
Well, I don't know yet.
Neither do I yet. So why don't you take care of the robbery, and Steve and I will follow up on homicide. All right?
All right. Mr. Greenwood is on his way here from L.A. We couldn't reach him, but we'll question him as soon as he gets in.
Yeah, come in.
You wanted to see me?
Right, Mike, sit down. Coffee?
No, thanks.
On the Greenwood murder, I think you need a little more help, Mike. Looks like the murderer is the same cat burglar that Martin's been working on. And since she knows more about him than anyone else, I want you two to work together on it.
Well, I have a partner, and we're working on a pretty tough case right now.
Oh, Keller can wrap up the details on the Okura case, and when he's done, he can link up with you again. Until then, you two are a pair.
Greenwood must pay $1,000 a month for this address.
Didn't buy him much security, did it?
You don't seem to be very happy that we're working together.
Oh, no, it has nothing to do with you, Irene. It's the Okura case. Steve and I sweated on that one. There's a lot more work involved before we can put him away.
Okay, I know it's an important case for you, but my cat burglar is just as important to me, and I've worked as hard and as many long hours on it.
Is that why you asked him for a transfer?
I didn't ask him. He asked me. Mike, look, I know you're used to working with Steve. And if you'd rather go back with him on the case...
No, wait a minute. We have our orders, haven't we?
Is it because we know each other so well? Sometimes people can't see each other at night and work well together all day. It's like being double married.
We're not married yet, are we?
I just spoke to her yesterday morning. She told me that she was going to the ball. She enjoyed things like that, you know.
Mr. Greenwood, I'm terribly sorry, but we're going to have to ask you some more questions.
Go on.
Do you know of anyone who had a grudge against your wife?
Of course not. That sort of thing doesn't happen anymore, does it?
You'd be surprised. Was your wife seeing anybody else?
No. Why do you ask that?
Well, most murders are committed by someone the victim knew.
But I was told it was a cat burglar.
You were told right. He is the most likely suspect. Irene?
Have you any idea what's missing?
I haven't had much time to think about that sort of thing. But our insurance man has a complete list.
Well, Mr. Greenwood, when you check later, would you let us know if there's anything else missing besides the jewelry?
Excuse me, that phone has been ringing ever since I got in. Hello? Yes. Yes, I would like for you and Ted to help with the funeral. I'm not very good at that sort of thing. Thanks, I appreciate that, Judy.
I think that'll be all for now.
Thank you.
A multi-million-dollar crime lab, and all they can tell us is .32 slug from an automatic with rifling to the left.
No, we found out something else, too. Here. We found out that your cat burglar didn't kill anybody else with that gun, especially not in the Bay Area. Here, try one of these. They're not too hot. They're really good.
I don't think we're looking for the same man.
You know, you said that.
Mike, I love you, but I think you're wrong. It's the little things. They don't fit. And Mrs. Greenwood's wallet, chicken feed to him, and murder is stupid. My man is clever and too sophisticated.
You know, you actually admire him?
Look, I've been working on this case for 3 solid months. I couldn't know him better if I lived with him.
I could be jealous if I were the jealous type. Irene.
Oh, thank you.
Your clever, sophisticated cat burglar looks like a murderer to me, and I am going to get him. That's why I need all your stakeout teams pulled off.
But you can't. I've had those men out there every night for 2 weeks in the best apartment houses, penthouse roofs.
Well, I need them reassigned to check out all the pawn shops and the fences.
He never fences or pawns any of the jewelry he's ever stolen. At least not in the same town. It's not his pattern.
He's already broken his pattern by killing someone. Now, I want all those men reassigned now.
All right. I'll get them on it.
Yeah, you holding out on me, huh?
Now, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? I just talked to Jeannie on the telephone. How come I gotta hear from her that you two were tying a little knot?
I have to see how things work out. If you'll excuse me, I have to notify some stakeout teams. They have new assignments.
Well, if you were gonna turn in your credentials as a card-carrying bachelor, I couldn't think of a better lady to do it with.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong?
Being a bachelor all those years, I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for marriage.
Oh, yeah, you're just gonna miss all those nights alone eating meals on the run.
Oh, come on, I didn't mean that. When we're on a date, everything is fine, lovely, beautiful. Once we get in here, I don't know, maybe it's my fault. I just don't know how to handle the situation.
Well, you could learn.
I'm a slow study, remember?
Well, Irene seems to be a very understanding lady. Why don't you talk to her?
Then that's a good idea. I'll do just that. Do you have the report on the Okora case?
Yeah, but I thought you were going to talk to Irene first.
I'm going to work my way up to that this afternoon, but right now I want the file on the Okora case. Sir. Why haven't you pulled those teams in?
Because I haven't had time. I've been going over some of this new information from Chicago and
I
New
just
York.
got through chewing out the fellas for not reporting in.
Mike, listen. Listen, there's a pattern here, a series of unsolved cat burglaries, exactly the way our man works. I want to show...
I am only concerned with one case at the moment, ours, yours and mine. Now let's get on it.
Hollister, this is Inspector Martin. I won't be needing those stakeout teams tonight, but I would like them to start covering all of the pawn shops and known fences in town. Right.
Sure, I was surprised when he brought the stuff in. It's obviously quality. So's this one.
Well, they fit the ID photos the insurance company had of the Greenwoods jewelry, but it doesn't quite tally. There's a man's blue tiger eye ring missing. Did you sell it already?
That stuff wasn't in here an hour before your officers were in here asking about it. You want to see my sales book?
No. Can you describe the man who brought them in?
Of course I can. He goes by here every afternoon. Maybe he kept the ring. I never saw it.
Well, weren't you a little suspicious when what he had was this good?
Inspector, you'd be surprised at the stuff that comes in here. Legitimately.
I want to see the tickets on these.
I got it right here. Now, I don't know about the name, but the address is phony. Lieutenant, before you jump all over me, I can tell you exactly where you can find this guy.
And where's that?
Where he is every afternoon. The bar down the block.
I know it. I really know it. The only time I find something good. The only time.
How about being a little more specific and telling us where and when you found them, Pinch?
I know it. I was down by the bay. You know, I go down there mornings. I check out the outlet pipes. You know, you find things like pens, watches, you know, stuff.
But this morning, it was different.
Well, I went down there about 10 o'clock. I poked around some, and then I saw this rag, this bundle, and I opened it up, and there they were.
Just the jewelry?
Well, no, there was a wallet there. There was only $8 in it. I took the money, and I threw the wallet away.
What about a man's ring, a blue tiger eye?
Was no ring. I missed something, didn't I? I knew it. I missed something, didn't I?
I'll get a man over to check out the place with Pinch. That ring might still be there.
I knew it.
There's an antique jewelry exhibit in the West Wing. How about it?
Jewelry? I thought we promised each other we wouldn't talk about the case tonight.
Have I even mentioned it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did. Back there in the Egyptian room. That's all you talked about was the tiger eye rings.
I thought I was rather subliminal. Well, let's see. What about medieval weapons?
Oh, look, Irene. My head is full of culture right now, but right here I'm empty. Really empty. So how about going out and getting a nice midnight snack before I take you home?
Huh. Mike, you're going to have to change.
Suppose I don't want to change.
Well, we all change. I hope we never stop.
Well, how about you changing your mind about the cat burglar being a murderer?
Because he's not. Anybody that good doesn't carry a weapon. Besides, if he did get caught, he wouldn't kill anybody.
Well, maybe he panicked when he saw her. He went to Greenwood's desk, opened the drawer, pulled out a gun, and he shot her.
Was that Greenwood's gun?
Could be. He called me just before I left the office. He said he was checking around. He found out the gun was missing from his desk. So he says it's a .32. It's never been fired.
We've been here all this time, and you waited until now to tell me about the gun.
I didn't want to spoil your fun.
No. You were just waiting for the right moment to prove me wrong. You had to be right, didn't you, Mike?
What are you talking about? Now, you know me better than that. Look, Irene, this is just one case, one little case.
I thought it was our case, Mike, yours and mine. But you never once really listened to my theory, did you? No. You were just determined to prove there was only one way, your own narrow, plodding way.
Plodding?
Is that the way it's going to be
Did
with
you say
us?
I was
You
plodding?
called it, Mike, and you're the boss. At least on this job.
Irene!
I'll call a cab.
You don't have to call a cab.
Thought you had a date tonight.
Couldn't get the Greenwood case off my mind. Thought I'd go over it again.
Well, you could have taken care of it in the morning. What are you doing here at midnight?
That gun was registered to him, wasn't it?
Yeah. So what happened? Have a little fight?
The
Cat burglar case. You know, Irene is a sharp, efficient, darn good cop. But boy, is she stubborn.
Yeah, thank God you're so understanding.
Well, at least I know when to back off and take an objective look at a case.
Oh, yeah, just like with the Malaguetti murder, the Curtis case, 2 classic examples of dead-end leads, and you thought you were right?
I didn't say I was perfect. I'm not. And neither is Irene. Homicide Stone. I got it. That cat burglar again.
We just gotten in from the ballet. And my husband heard a noise up in the bedroom. He went up. There was a shot. And he just fell over. I ran up after him. But the room was dark. I couldn't see the man who shot him.
Excuse me. This is Inspector Martin. She's with the burglary detail. And she works with me.
What have you got?
Same MO as the last time.
But you were sure it was a man?
Oh, yes, definitely. I just got a glimpse of him, but I couldn't give you any idea of his age or height or anything. It all happened so quickly.
Yeah, Mr. Strell, I'm really sorry about all these questions. We're almost finished. Just a couple more. Do you keep a lot of money and jewelry here?
No, we keep very little money. We use credit cards. And our business manager pays all the bills by check. We just keep $20 or $30 for small expenditures.
And what about jewelry?
I checked what I had here. I made a list for you. It's mostly costume jewelry. It's not even insured. The diamond ring, of course, is quite valuable. But with little or no light and Ted walking in on him, I'm sure he didn't have time to be selective.
Thank you very much. If we have any more questions, well, we'll get in touch with you.
Okay, I can finish up here if you and I want to split.
Here, I think you should have this.
All right.
I'm sorry. I should have tried to reach you, but the phone rang, Steve was there, and we just rolled out like we always do.
I'm used to getting things secondhand. Mrs. Terrell must be very efficient. This list is quite detailed.
Maybe she's a list maker.
Some people are. Oh, Mike, why don't we forget the argument? The hardest thing in the world to say has to be, I'm sorry, it was my fault. I am, and it was.
It takes 2 to tango and 2 to argue. Truce.
Truce.
Now, this one would be beautiful on you. Simple lines and a really elegant material. Listen, why don't we just go in and take a look at some of the models?
I'd like to, Jeannie, but not right now. Look, let's have some lunch, because I got to get back to the office.
I'm sorry, did I upset you somehow?
Oh, no, of course not. I'd love to go shopping with you to look for some gowns, but it's just that I've got this case on my mind.
You know, Dad keeps saying the same thing.
You know, working with Mike has made me see some things in both of us that I'm not quite sure I can handle.
Well, you won't normally be working together.
You have to live together. When you come home tired and mad at the world because some old lady had her Social Security check ripped off on her way to the market, or a young kid OD'd and there's not a lot you can do about it, you still have to live together.
So I hit a core with everything we had on him. He cracked. Then I talked to the DA, and he thinks we got enough to beat him.
Welcome home.
Thank you, sir.
I want you to get on the Greenwood case as fast as you can.
Okay.
Check ballistics for me, will you?
Right.
Come in.
Mike, I think I finally found our man. The overseas reports that I asked for finally came in. A man using the exact MO was caught in London in 1969. Every detail was the same. James Gillis. He served a 4-year term and was released on good behavior. Dropped out of sight after that. But he is suspected of being the cat burglar who's pulled dozens of jobs in the biggest cities all over the world. He's a real pro.
Just that one arrest?
That's it.
Well, how'd he get busted?
The owner of the apartment came home early and surprised him burglarizing the place. Gillis gave up without a struggle.
Could be. Look at it. Complete description, photos. That man had to case those apartments. And someone had to see him, a doorman, a maintenance man, somebody.
There's one other angle we ought to check out. Where does he get his target information? Mike, the society columns don't tell you who's going to a charity ball or whatever. They tell you who's been.
Yeah, none of the victims were mentioned in the society column before they were hit. I checked on that.
Say, what's your angle?
Limousine service. All the society people use them. But I can't seem to tie it all in.
Pretty good idea. We'll start right there, Steve. I want you to run this through for a positive ID. Look at the mugshots. He may have changed since 1969.
Anything else?
No. Irene and I will do the footwork.
Yeah, it looks as if it could be Jim Henry. How old did you say this picture was?
1969. How long has this man worked for you?
5 months. I'd have to check it to make sure, but that's pretty close.
Is there anything unusual about him?
Well, he knows cars real well. He's got a lot of class. But in my business, that's not unusual. It's expected.
I have a list of the events that your company's been servicing for the last 3 months. Can you find out if this man Henry worked those nights?
I can't be sure until I check, but yeah, it's more than likely. See, stuff like this I put on my best men, and they're the best. Matter of fact, they're going to wait for your shift tonight.
All right, drop it.
Police. Set up. I don't work with a gun.
You knew the victims wouldn't be home because you were chauffeuring them to social events.
Would it be asking too much, Lieutenant, to begin your summation? I'm rather tired.
Well, it won't be long. They're pulling your apartment to pieces right now.
So long as they don't steal anything.
Where's the gun?
I told you I don't use a gun. I've never even had one.
Well, what about these? Do you recognize anything in them?
This diamond set isn't bad. It's only insured. Pearl pin is about right. This ring is very low quality.
Is it the blue tiger eye? It's a man's ring. Did you take it for yourself?
My dear lady, have you taken a look at my jewelry? Patek Philippe watch, first quality emerald studs, a discreet diamond ring. Look, I didn't steal this stuff, and I didn't commit murder. There's been enough information printed in the newspapers for anyone to have copied my technique.
Sikolovich, show him our best quality bracelets. Well, I gotta tell you, I don't buy your David Niven for either murder.
Thank you. Well, we're back to scratch, aren't we?
Looks that way.
Yeah, Mike.
Yes, what?
Ballistics just gave out the word the same gun that killed Mrs. Greenwood got Mr. Terrell.
Same gun?
It's an inside job. It's got to be.
Greenwood?
It's his gun. He could read the newspaper, make it look like the cat burglar.
And you couldn't reach him for hours after his wife was killed.
Well, L.A. 60 minutes away. Could have been there and back again.
Okay, but we don't have a motive.
Wait a minute, I've got one. Maybe it's too obvious, but let me try it. See, one wife, one husband are dead. That means it leaves one wife, one husband to carry on.
Well, how did you come by that?
Well, I'd love to say a woman's intuition, but I'd be lying. Remember when we were questioning Greenwood, and he got that telephone call? He mentioned two names, Ted and Judy.
Edward Terrell and his wife, Judith, that's right. Could be. Well, let's talk to Greenwood. Maybe we can break him.
And I'd like another shot at Mrs. Terrell.
You got it. Go ahead and push her hard.
I don't have to explain my movements to you, Lieutenant. I've already explained them.
The hotel said that you checked in on schedule the day your wife was murdered, but we couldn't reach you for hours.
I make a lot of telephone calls in my business, Lieutenant. If you'll check my hotel bill, you will find that I made about 15 long-distance calls that evening. Then I told the switchboard not to put any calls through until after the 11 o'clock sales conference.
Now, let me ask you something else. All your wife's jewelry was found except for a man's tiger eye ring. Was that yours?
Yes, it was. I didn't wear it very often. It wasn't of any great value. I suppose the thief could have thrown it away.
Well, now, that's funny. Because all the expensive stuff was thrown away but that ring.
Well, the hotel record verifies what he said, except 3 of these calls were made to the Terrell's residence.
Yes, that's right. I called Ted.
No, I don't think so. Mr. Terrell was out that evening. We checked on that. I think you probably talked to Mrs. Terrell.
And somewhere in that time, someone took your gun and shot your wife. Now, if it wasn't you...
All right. I should have told you about this before. It's only a suspicion. I don't know.
I think you and Mrs. Terrell were seeing each other, that one of you couldn't get out of your marriage. Now, how's that for openers?
It's close enough. She gave me the tiger eye ring, and she was going to get a divorce. My wife began to be suspicious about what was going on, and she wouldn't have it. I wanted to believe that she had been killed by the thief. And then Judy began to be insistent about my marrying her as soon as her divorce came through. And finally I said no. Then Ted was killed. It had to be Judy.
Say, Irene went to question her and I told her to push her. How did she get into the apartment?
She had a key. We met there sometimes.
It's busy. You keep trying. Bring him down to headquarters.
Bye. I'm sorry.
You were saying something about having good news?
Yes, I think we found your ring. That's the, let's see, the blue tiger eye ring, isn't it?
No, my ring is the diamond cocktail ring.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. The blue tiger eye is a man's ring. Well, here's your list. It's very detailed. You must have been quite calm when you made this out with your husband lying dead upstairs.
Inspector, I had to do something to stay calm so I could help the police. I don't see what this has to do with finding my jewelry.
Well, I want to be absolutely sure about this tally. I understand that you keep most of your things in the security vault downstairs in the manager's office. Let's go down there, shall we?
All right. I'll get the key. I should make you get a search warrant for this.
Well, I can have one brought over in a half an hour.
That won't be necessary. Both the missing rings will be there.
You couldn't throw away the diamond ring. It was too expensive. And the tiger eye...
Had sentimental value. Shall we go?
Slide in over behind the wheel. Hurry up! Go.
Are you all right?
What took you so long? Heroes are supposed to arrive on time.
Well, maybe I'm not the hero type.
Well, I'll make an exception.
This is your collar, isn't it?
You bet it is.
No. Everyone is fine. No one was hurt.
How about you?
Not a scratch.
Okay. Listen, I've got some steaks thawed. Why don't you bring Irene home for dinner?
Well, you know, I think she's busy tonight. Maybe some other night. I'll be home in about an hour.
About an hour. See you then.
Goodbye.
Arrest reports. Everything's tied up nice and neat. Judith Terrell gave us a complete confession.
Well, then that makes us both right, doesn't it? Judith confessed, and your cat burglar was charged with theft.
You've always called him my cat burglar. Jealous? Not jealous.
I just don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Me either.
You too?
Well, you said it once. We're a couple of old workhorses. And we both kind of set and stubborn in our ways. Trouble is, I respect you and I love you. But I'm not one bit sure I can live with you.
I feel the same way. And I don't want to lose you. Too selfish?
No, it's just about right. because I don't want to lose you either. That's what friends are for. Okay.
Okay, friend.